good Monday morning. Hey, I see it's rainy in the Metroplex. That's cool. Yeah, our rain's not supposed to start until
We passed it
noon.
along to you.
Yeah,
It's been raining so much that,
Eventually it's got to head that way. But it's supposed to start raining at noon again, and then all day tomorrow.
Yep.
So good. I'm glad you guys are getting some rain. Hopefully it'll stay cloudy all day. The sun won't come out because I know when it happens, the humidity goes to like 115%. That's cool. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Dennis. Man, Monday morning, getting started. As far as I know, no techno issues.
We have sound.
Well, the lights died behind us.
Yeah, you can't have like perfect.
Look, if you look on the screen, it looks like they're pulsating.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, we don't have a little campfire behind us. Don't worry. Guys, today, so we usually try to talk about technology. And we just started in our community group a series called Parenting Generation Screen. And it's got some just great parenting advice in there, not just about screens. But I just thought it would be fun today just to kind of talk about what technology is available for us today as individuals and as a church that we can use. So here's my question for you guys today. This is huge. So name technological advances or new technology that has come about just in the last 10 years.
Wow.
So you guys throw some of that out. So technology that has come out just in the last 10 years. See if you guys. So I'm going to use some to check something. So you guys tell us while we drink our coffee and look at stuff here, so y'all can see. I pull my phone out. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't remember what I was going to look for. I know what I was going to look for. Go ahead, talk, Taylor. I can't talk and type at the same time.
I know they came out with a touchscreen flip phone.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, so it's a
that's
flip
got to
phone.
Be pretty new then.
Yeah, so like you can touch like the front of it, but then you can open it up and it looks just like your phone, but it folds.
Oh yeah, I've seen a folding screen phone. That's not the last 10 years, Dennis. You're going way back. For Dennis, he might have just discovered that in the last 10 years. I don't know. I remember we had an 8-track tape player in our living room. We were high tech. I mean, it was up on a shelf and had speakers. And Mom would listen to Freddie Fender over and over. The thing about an 8-track is you just put it in and it would just play all the way through one side, flip over, play all the way through the other side, flip. So you could put an 8-track tape and it'll go forever. I guess cassettes would do the same way. But 8-track, there were eight tracks on both sides. So anyway, so yeah, you're going back a little ways. Dennis, I guess, never got into the laser disc, but all those go way back further than 10 years. What are some things that came out in the last 10 years? Oh, that's so funny. It must be raining in Abilene too. Happy rainy Monday. We'll get some later. I need like some dry days. Hopefully today I can go get a little bit more wood.
I think it's supposed to be towards the end of the week or the middle of the week where we're supposed to get
some dry days. Yeah. So Bethany, the question is, what new technology have we come out with in the last 10 years? Dennis went back a little further than 10. Surprised that this is a little bit beyond us, Dennis, but the crystal radios that you would put together, you don't even know what I'm talking about. You'd get a kit, and so you would put it together, and you had little crystals, and it would get AM stations. Good day, Corwin. Good morning. What technology has come out in the last 10 years? Just the last 10. I had to check something, and it's been longer than 10. It was 15. So
close.
The iPhone came out 15 years ago in 2017. Is that right? No, 2007.
Yeah.
2007. Oh, on my birthday, January 9, 2007.
Wow.
When I was 25. So 15, the iPhone came out 15 years ago, so that was the first smartphone. Good morning, Colleen. What technology came out in the last 10 years? What technology is new in the last 10 years? So you guys tell us. Y'all aren't like participating. Get in there, engage. Give me some answers. Not The iPhone came out in 2007. I'm sorry. So that's 15 years ago.
Yeah.
My math is right. January 9th on my birthday. I should have gotten one. Yeah. Although I think they were
pretty
quite expensive. that was
I
new.
think the one when I got mine when I was 18 was, I mean, I don't know. I think I got mine for like $900.
Yeah, which is not
cheap.
Consumer level virtual reality. Wow, that is, streaming, Bluetooth. Internet has been around for a while. But used to be internet started out was like just for scientists and stuff. So yeah, streaming and Bluetooth definitely. Netflix was revolutionary with doing mail-in DVDs. I don't remember if they did VHS.
I think they just did
the DVDs. And then Netflix is one of those success stories of a company that saw what was on the horizon and made the switch. So now we think of Netflix as streaming now, but remember they started out as
and they still actually
the DVD thing. Do they?
They do.
No way.
Yeah. They do it because they still do it like you can, because Chris and I did it when we first got married because we didn't have internet or anything.
Right.
So we would just have it mailed to us like twice a week or something.
Yeah. Yep. Zoom. Yes. Let's see. But Zoom's close. I actually had Zoom before a couple of years before
I think it
COVID.
just hit off when COVID's happened.
Colleen still gets DVDs. I'm not sure if my DVD player works, if it's even hooked up anymore, because it's too easy to just stream.
Yeah.
And if you buy one, buy it digitally, and then that way you can watch it wherever you are. So
we take our Fire Sticks when we go to hotels and stuff.
Yeah. See, well, you guys are missing a lot. You gotta come on, step up your game a little. So Zoom, but even before Zoom, and I think this is within the last 10 years, just video chat and calling altogether. I think FaceTime was probably the first, really, for the consumer. It's the first I remember.
And they had Skype. I think that one's older.
But Skype was just voice. They had Skype before we came here, because we had a cordless Skype phone. Apple Watch. Thank you, Hope. I'm trying not to look at my watch. The Apple Watch. But video chat is huge, and I don't know if you guys. I mean, surely you do. I remember watching. Oh golly, I forget the name, but sci-fi movies where they would have a video phone, and that just seemed so far out there that was nuts. Just cell phones, but cell phones have been around longer than 10 years. The Apple Watch is huge. The fact that you can that's so. Some of you old people, Dick Tracy, the Dick Tracy radio phone, if you remember those. And that was like sci-fi, kind of stuff. So yeah, the fact that you've got, basically a computer on your wrist. Okay, there's a huge one that you guys, and I'm trying to remember I don't think this one is around 10 years. I don't know when it actually started happening, but the cloud.
Mm.
So like when I say we prefer to buy movies digitally, Amazon or something like that. That way you own the movie and you can watch it wherever you are because it's in the cloud. Um, Computers now pretty much can't work without the internet because it has to get stuff on the cloud, which drives me nuts. Apple does this way better than PC, but whenever like you're saving stuff on documents and it's really on OneDrive, and then you don't realize it, and then if you're not connected, you can't get those files that you use every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we store stuff on the cloud, the streaming. Um, iPhone came out in 15 years ago, but the video chat, Zoom. I don't think Zoom. I think that's been within the last 15 years. But then all the other, we had Skype was voice, VoIP, voice over internet protocol. But man, I mean the technology. Um, so then go into, long time ago, back in the long-haired hippie days. Not really, but I think it was in the 80s. They had MySpace. Um, then Facebook came out, which has been out longer. Has it been longer than 10 years?
I think so.
I didn't get on until like 2009. So yeah.
Yeah.
Then it was on a while before then. But think about all the social media platforms, all the reels and the stuff that we can watch like that. Um, and you're right, Dennis. I probably should have said within the last 20 years, because then that would cover even smartphones. I mean, we moved here. I think I had a flip phone when we moved here. If not, then it was the little Nokia. But technology, I mean, amazing to be able to do what we do. YouTube, all that stuff wasn't around that I remember 10 years ago, but 20 years certainly. The thing is, technology is becoming so much more pervasive, and we do texts now. I remember we thought we pushed and pushed and pushed Cynthia. This is back in the day when you had to pay $10 to do a certain number of texts, and we pushed her to do that, and we realized we made a mistake when me and Hillary and Hope were sitting in the living room. Cynthia wasn't at home, and like I get a text, Hillary gets a text, Hope gets a text, and mine asked me if I can do the dishes, and Hillary asked her if she can do the floors, and yeah. So Cynthia's cleaning the house by remote control using text, but yes. So, but look how far we've gone from that to, oh my goodness. So not only now is there text, but Apple has done a good job of integrating with Wi-Fi. You can actually make phone calls over Wi-Fi. That was new, except for Skype.
Well, Samsung I think it's been maybe 6 months. They do what Apple does now, is that if you can like connect with other Samsung phones, and ours has the Wi-Fi, and then it has a plus. So if I don't have service but I have Wi-Fi, I can still call Chris and like text him
and that's crazy cool that you can do that. You can send messages, and you don't realize. So text is one thing, but then Apple, and I guess now Android phones, have iMessage is actually a messaging app.
Yeah.
That's different than just text. So
you have to look at 2 different places now.
I don't know. It almost seems seamless, except I know that like if you're doing it only on Wi-Fi, you can only message other iPhone users with iMessage, and that may change. Who knows? But man, I mean the technology, and then we've been pressing into a lot of it now with the apps for membership and for small groups and registration, pay online. Here's a big one that you guys didn't mention. When you can go to the store and you can just use your phone to pay for stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so cool that if I had, I guess you can do that too with your Apple Watch, but
Samsung does it too.
On Starbucks app, you just hold that out there, and if I have money on my Starbucks card, then they just scan the little thing, and so you can pay with your phone and your watch.
Mm-hmm.
And the tap cards, we don't our credit cards don't do that, or debit cards don't, but some of them do. They have chips on them. But some of them, you just tap the device, the same one they used to do Apple Pay and stuff. They have Google Pay too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys know they have Walmart Pay.
Yeah. That's expensive though.
And I jumped into all that whenever I forgot my wallet one time going down. And so I had Apple Cash, but I didn't have any on there. Well, actually, no.
I
could have done that. They don't do Apple Cash. So,
yeah.
Oh, look, see, I'm getting a phone call right now on my watch that I'm not going to answer.
At least it doesn't pop up on the screen anymore.
Yeah, I think I turned it off. We'll see. Oh, you know what? This one's not
it's not connected to you.
Yeah, this one is totally separate.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I mean, technology, and it's not gonna slow down. It's just gonna keep going. I'm amazed, and this is older technology than 10 years, but like when you can unlock your car with your phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. You can connect, and that's been around for a little while. Bluetooth. One of the things I love, and we did this at Manuel's get together, because you don't have internet service, there's no cell service.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's just airdropping photos to one another, so that's pretty cool. If you have iPhones, you can do that. I don't know what you do with Androids.
Just send it.
Yeah, you just wait.
Yeah.
So man, we don't realize. Oh, here's another big one, like Alexa, the Google. I guess that's Google.
Yeah, it is Google.
Is it Google?
Apple. Yeah.
I think Alexa. I don't think it's Google.
I think it is Google.
I think it's Amazon. Anyways, whatever. We walk into our house and say, Alexa, lights on, and the lights turn on.
Mm-hmm.
It makes Cynthia mad, because Cynthia always wants to talk right after I say that. So Alexa, lights on, and then Cynthia will say something. It's Amazon.
Okay.
So then Alexa starts trying to answer what it was she said. So I think you can just say, Alexa, stop. But here's what your mom says: Alexa, hush. And she does.
That's funny.
And Alexa quits. So you've got that. The smart houses, maybe a little bit longer than 10 years ago, but with a Nest.
Mm-hmm.
You can hook everything up. I mean, it tells you.
Your Ring.
Yeah, we have Ring doorbells. Those are way cool. The Blink.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Blink cameras at the house. That sounds funny. I don't know which I like better, Ring or Blink, because the Blink cameras will record too. You can set them for when they can.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just started, just for fun, setting ours for after we go to bed, and then it turns off right before we get up.
Mm-hmm.
And we found out, and we knew this. We go to bed, and some of the dogs sleep with us. Buddy is one. And Buddy comes in and curls in, and he does his dachshund, so he does this little diggy thingy, and he gets in and he settles in, and he waits until we go to sleep. And so almost every night, drones.
Yeah, that's a really big one.
I want to fly my drones. It's raining all the time, but yes, the drones are cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have one that's called the DJI Mini 2, and it has like a 5-mile range. The battery wise, it might not be able to go that far out, but connection wise, you can take that thing forever. I was going to show you on the Blink. So we go to sleep, and little Doodlebot gets up. So you can see this is 2:14, 2:13 a.m.
Oh, wow.
And
yep, he's just looking around.
Yeah, and there's Buddy. So our little Chihuahua dachshund gets up at two some. He waits until he knows we're good and asleep, and he gets up in the middle of the night and he goes and prowls the living room to see if we left any food out. So those kind of things, and actually, so there's another one that I would like to get for the church. It's Verkada, um, weird spelling, um, and this amazed me. And we looked at this whenever blink cameras. Yeah. Oh, if you have the little motion detect thing on, they go on all the time. But we know Buddy. I thought cats got up and prowl. That's the ones I expected to set off the cameras, but no, it's little Buddy at 2:14 and 2:13 a.m. Um, but what were we talking about?
The new system church.
Oh, so I actually looked at a demo of this during COVID 2020, but it's a security camera, and I am amazed. You think that this is like CIA or NSA kind of stuff, but this is consumer level, and it's not that expensive actually. The camera cost $1,000. The service is included for 1 year with that $1,000. Then it's about $300 after that. But a year, $300 a year, which isn't bad.
That's not bad at all.
These cameras, oh my goodness! So they track people.
Mm-hmm.
You have a database, and so like for employees, because companies use this, but churches do too. So it comes in, it has facial recognition.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a lot of them, like the demo did, so it would track them when they came in and everywhere they went. So you could go and you could type in a person that's in your database,
mm-hmm.
and it will follow them everywhere there was a camera that they went.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary enough. If they're not in the database, then you can select a person,
mm-hmm.
and it'll use facial recognition then to track them wherever they've been. They're looking for suspicious characters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, to me, that's like scary enough. But that's like not any at all. This was way back in the no more than 5 in a group
mm-hmm.
COVID stuff. It would alert you if more than 5 people got together within 6 feet of one another.
Wow.
So it would alert you, oh, you're breaking, the COVID rules. Another thing it would do is it would tell you their temperature, because they're IR, infrared. So it would tell you their temperature, and it would send you an alert if somebody has a fever who's walking around.
It's pretty creepy.
Oh yeah, so it not only does facial recognition, but also like for cars.
Mm-hmm.
So if let's say that a car pulled up in the parking lot and nobody get out, sat there for a little bit, and then drove away, you can click on that, and then it'll search all the way, because it stores everything. It's continuous recording.
Mm-hmm.
And it will let you know any other time that car was around, before or after that time. So to me, that's like sci-fi stuff, or at least, secret government agent kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that stuff is available at a decent cost for just the regular consumer. But technology, you just have to deal with it. We're talking about this last night in our community group. That you talk about stuff, and then all of a sudden there's advertisements on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking, Amazon's showing you stuff, or Facebook
mm-hmm.
is showing you stuff, and that's sci-fi kind of stuff. Like when you're walking along, and some cruise ships do this now. We were talking the other day with Karen about the little medallion.
Mm-hmm.
So cruise ships issue a medallion, and that's yours. It's unique to you. And so when you walk up to your door, your cabin door, it unlocks whenever you go up. The host or hostess it says who you are. They can call you by name, but they can also, with the LED screens, target advertising towards you. So you're walking along in a cruise ship, and there's advertising that's specific. For me, it'd be a 55-year-old guy, or if I filled out some kind of profile before I went on the cruise, or so that kind of stuff. That's not like in the future. That's now. That's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys tell me some other technology stuff. What's something that we missed? Hope you probably know all this. By the way, Dennis, I have a couple of drones. You should come and we'll fly them.
Yeah.
My drone won't make it to Midlothian. Sorry.
Fall's the perfect time to come back to Cloudcroft.
Oh man, yeah.
It's true.
Maybe it'll quit raining and it won't be windy. I haven't flown in a long time because it's either raining or windy.
Well, it was foggy yesterday morning. It was nice though. We're getting into
most of the day. It
AirPods.
was foggy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh man, yeah, wireless headphones.
I bought a cheap one. It's an AirPod knockoff because I have Samsung. So, but it was $8 and it works really well.
AirPods probably work on Samsung. So they don't.
Apple only works on Apple. That's how they do their.
That's how they roll.
Just like Samsung. So like, Samsung now is getting to where it's like Apple. Only Samsung products can work. They can work with like different brands except Apple.
Oh, Keurig. Whoa, Dennis.
That's a good one.
My heart language here.
Also, Dennis, did you know that they have an Instapod that does the K-cup and it does like an espresso? Like
Nespresso is a brand, but it makes espresso.
Yes.
As little cods, yeah. So
super cool.
So Hope got one when she went to college, and forgot a Keurig, and then you got one for your birthday.
Yep.
Yeah, those are cool.
An electric frother.
Hope has. That's my favorite thing. I got to say this. So Hope got like this little handheld frother, and so my favorite thing was to say, "Hope, I'm your frother."
I feel like you said that before on here.
I can't
like
help
tons
it.
of times.
That's like
that's Hope's like favorite.
That's
thing
like
that
when people said that the sun is bright.
Yeah.
I have to say, when I was little, I was so bright. My daddy called me son.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's why you set your bed on fire, because you were so bright.
That was just a lack of foresight. I didn't think that one all the way through. I didn't set my bed on fire. I set the paper duck. I always have to qualify that.
Yeah.
The paper duck on fire, which then accidentally caught the bed on fire. But that's a whole different story.
Yep.
For another time.
It's too long on here.
Yeah. Everybody likes to hear that story. I was gonna say, so another cool thing, and this one's not like earth shattering, but it's way cool. So Hope has a MacBook. She has an iPad Pro, and Apple is cool like this. You can open your MacBook, set up your iPad Pro, and your iPad Pro works wirelessly as an extended monitor.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
An additional monitor. So I expect stuff like that to be more and more prevalent in the future. Not me. I just have 3 monitors mounted on the wall by my computer.
It makes a huge difference.
I love having 3 monitors. I can hardly use my laptop by itself anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's just one screen. Anyways, technology is changing, and technology is here to stay. So here's my encouragement to you. Press into technology. Let's find ways to use technology to be able to carry out the mission that God's called us to lead people into a life-changing relationship with Jesus. And as a church, that's what we're going to do. There are some really downsides to technology. That's kind of what we've been talking about in our community group. Some negatives certainly, but let's use it in the positive ways every chance we can. Just like this, streaming with. This is we use Restream to do this, so we stream on the laptop and then use it's not a laptop anymore. It's a Mac Mini. That little silver thing is a computer up there. So anyways, we stream through a browser using our camera and connect with you guys. It's good to see all you guys on. Let me pray for you as you head off end of the week. Can you believe, oh my goodness, 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, September's here.
Yep, that's coming.
I can't keep up. I mean,
yeah.
So slow down, you know. I hear that it only gets faster. I don't know how. I mean, how am I going to keep up if I'm If I live to be 70?
I don't know.
You and hope. That's how I keep up.
You'll do fine.
Let me pray for you guys. Lord, thank you for just the way that you choose to use us. Lord, I thank you for the technology that allows us to be able to do things that we couldn't do before. Lord, help us to be wise in the ways that we use it to be able to reach people with the gospel and to encourage one another, do the things that you've called us to do, Lord, in your word. I pray that as we go through this week, Lord, you'd help us to be wise and make best use of the time, knowing, God, that the days we live in are evil. And we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Love you guys. Good to see you. And enjoy the rain. We'll enjoy our rain a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Have a great week.